Mr. Gianforte, the chair now recognizes Representative Fulcher of Idaho. He's the lead sponsor of H.R. 2871, the Aquifer Recharge Flexibility Act. Mr. Fulcher, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member McClintock, and thank you for scheduling this hearing, Aquifer Recharge Flexibility Act. It does feel good to be back, so thank you for that. Since I arrived in Congress, some of you on both sides of the aisle may have received some Idaho Spud products. Look kind of like this. And it's something that I call potato diplomacy. We're known for our potatoes in our state, and we're very proud of that. Ironically, we also have a lot of semiconductor exports, semiconductor production there, but they're still chips. So we got potato chips and microchips, okay? But that's a way that I try to just get to know people that I haven't met before. But in Idaho, we're very proud of those products and all the diverse crops that we grow. Agriculture is more than 20% of our state's economy, and it's critical to our prosperity. And as you know, to have dependable crops, we must also have dependable sources of water. Idaho is on the forefront of conserving our water as we look to get the most out of every drop as it winds through the canals and irrigation districts of our water delivery system. That's why our state government is leading the charge on aquifer recharge efforts. In 2015, Eastern Snake Plain aquifer water users came together to stabilize and rebuild the aquifer. These users decided to reduce their groundwater use by 240,000 acre-feet every year, and that's so that more can be used for recharge. At the same time, the state invested $20 million on infrastructure and improvements to assist further efforts. But more can be done to conserve water and rebuild our Eastern Snake River Plain aquifer. This bill can optimize these recharge efforts by authorizing the use of federally owned facilities for aquifer recharge purposes while protecting their intended uses. At the same time, the bill authorizes canal rights of way across federal land and assists with other federal easements to help make aquifer recharge more efficient across the West. The bill also maximizes water use by allowing contract holders to use federal project water for aquifer recharge when it makes sense, and the bill encourages landowners to optimize recharge efforts by reducing federal red tape. I want to thank Trout Unlimited for their engagement on this issue and for working on language modifications to authorize the Secretary to work with the state-led advisory groups. And yesterday, I offered an amendment to the Rules Committee to H.R. 2, the Moving America Forward Act, that reflects these modifications. The amendment also reflects changes made to the Senate version of the bill, which was unanimously reported out of committee. Due to these changes and overwhelming bipartisan support, I'm hopeful the chairman and the full committee will support this bill in a future markup, as well as the inclusion of the amendment to H.R. 2 when the bill is brought to the floor. And finally, I ask unanimous consent to submit a statement by Rob Chase. I think that's part of our packet today, chairman of the Idaho Water Resource Board, statement in support of the bill for the record. Mr. Chairman, with that, I yield back.
Thank you, Mr. Fulcher. Appreciate that, Mr.